All right, and just like that, it's time for Wake Up and Win Morning Motivation brought to you by CTR Media Network. I hope that got you going. Yeah, so those of you who are just tuning in for the very first time, Wake Up and Win Morning Podcast is a series designed to fuel your mindset, elevate your business, because we're a podcast and streaming distribution network. Of course, we're going to be talking about podcasting and TV along with entrepreneurship. We're This segment is all about just simply inspiring you to take action, positive action daily. Each episode includes powerful steps, simple, actionable strategies, a quote, a Bible verse, and a call to action to help you succeed. So, today we're going to talk about the importance of thinking bigger, expanding your vision beyond limits, because many times um we just don't think bigger. All right, and so we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to give you about four tips and strategies on this today. Of course, like I say, there's many more, but we are just going to talk about those four on today. But before we get going, for those of you who are listening in right now, whether you're listening in live, if you're listening in live, just put hashtag live in the comments. If you are listening in on the replay, put hashtag replay. Let us know where you're tuning in from so that we can shout you out. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. If this information is resonating with you, once we get into it, say, I hear you, I hear you, girl, I hear you. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into today's Wake Up and Win topic. So, thinking bigger, expanding your vision beyond limits. When we think about thinking bigger, most people, we hear that phrase a lot: think big, think big, think big. But what actually does it mean? Because the general population, most people, they fail with this because they just don't know how to start, or they feel like it's some type of thing that people just say. But many people fail when they have these goals, and they're not surrounded by the right type of people because they don't even start. And so, before you even think about not starting, this episode is going to help you be able to stretch your vision, or to even push your limits to be able to just get started. Because if you can get started, you can really start working and building and growing. And it's not, I just want you to know that you're big enough to fulfill your wildest positive dreams, whether it's an aspiration to have your own podcast, TV show, start your own business, go back to college, have a family, get married, travel the world. You have what it takes inside of you to do whatever it is that you want to do. You just have to shift your mind. So let's jump right into the first tip or strategy to help you. One thing that helps you think bigger is that you need to think beyond the present. So many times we're just living in the moment of life. Like people say, life be life, but we're living in that moment. And it's difficult for us when we are maybe going through things, or maybe just the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You may already have responsibilities that you have to take care of, and you're just trying to make it through the day, make it through the week, make it through the month, make it through that particular year. You're not really thinking beyond that point. And the sad part is you continuously live back in the past. So if you had happy times in the past, you like, oh, the good old days. So you're living in the present, you're trapped in the past, and you cannot see your future. So tip number one is that I want you to start writing down not a 1 year vision plan, not a 2 year or 5 year. I want you to stretch yourself to write down a 10-year vision plan. Yeah, I said 10 years. And I want you to take the time to really see Think about your life in the next 10 years. How do you want your life to look? What do you want to be doing? How do you want to what do you want to accomplish that? Is it a business? Is it a podcast? Is it a show? Is it a family? Is it getting married? Is it getting a divorce? I mean, really, some people they're not in good relationships, So having the courage to leave is something. So, what is it that you would like to do? I need you to really lean into having imagination. Because as adults, it's something about us getting grown once we have responsibilities and bills and all this stuff like that, we stop dreaming. Especially once you have some kids, you be like, okay, all your thoughts, all your aspirations has to come on hold, and you're gonna put everything into your children. I'm here to tell you, you can have your dreams and alongside your kids' dreams and still be working out your dreams as you are helping them with theirs. And I had to learn that. So, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Have you even thought about where you want to be in the next 10 years? I actually had to push myself to think past 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. It's something about that 10 year going into a decade of vision, thinking about your vision for your life, for yourself, and how you want your life to look. Uh, it is a stretch. And so once I start doing that, it really helped me a lot. The next thing is I want you to stop playing it safe. Many of us, we play it safe in every single respect of our life. The goal of thinking bigger is for you to think bigger than the risk that's often leads to the biggest rewards. So, what is it that has the biggest risk for you, will cause you to have to lean into yourself to be able to uh, make yourself better in order for you to be able to stretch yourself in order to have the maximum reward that you're seeking? And then don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid, because fear, or the expectation of fear, and I like to say that word if, that two-letter word is one of the biggest words in the English language, in my opinion, other than no. Why I say that when I know literally two letters is not that big, if, right? Because if has been one of the things that have held me back, thinking, what if? What if it don't work? What if I just, saying this word, can't? I need you to take that out your vocabulary. I need you to stop thinking, what if? I need you to think about, how about it happening? It will happen. Change the words, right? What is it that you want to do? You can do it. Number three, this is what helped me a lot. I had to start surrounding myself with people who challenge me, who challenge my thinking, who challenged me when I told them some of my dreams, my aspirations. I put myself in the environment, in the life that I wanted to have, even though at the time my present circumstances did not match up with what I wanted for my life. So, for example, you want a new house. Let me give you an example so you can see how stretching your vision really works. Say, for example, you want a new house in a very upscale neighborhood, but currently you live in an unfavorable side of town. I remember literally living in the projects, but well, I'm not even gonna talk about the projects. I'm gonna talk about living in the ghetto. In this area, they call it the tracks. Okay, and I knew I did not want to stay there. But at the time, that was just the best that we could do. And yes, we had children at the time. But I tell you one thing, when I heard them pop, 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 pop sounds, and it was in the daytime, and it's right across the street from me, and you had to teach your children how to fall to the ground because of gun sounds, and not just sounds, but stuff flying through the air. I said to myself right then, when I looked at my kids and our life just flashed before our eyes, I was like, we have to get out of this neighborhood. I don't know how, because at the time I wasn't working. My husband was the only one working, wasn't making had an income, but it wasn't enough to get into a nicer neighborhood that was safer. But what I did, I would and we did not have the best of car, but we had one. What I did was I started going into other neighborhoods that I desired. I start My husband and I would ride around in neighborhoods that we could just imagine our children being safe, being able to go to better schools, all of that. And we did it for years, did it for a long time. And then eventually, guess what? Because we stretched ourselves and then we start having actionable steps and strategies and goals, that eventually we was able to get out of that undesirable part of the city and was able to get in an upscale, safer neighborhood, a subdivision, a neighborhood that our children can walk and play outside and do what they want to do. But we had to stretch our vision. We could not allow our current situation to trap us to feel like we could not have better, even though the odds was against us, even though we saw our current situation, looked at our income, and to the physical person, there was no possible way that our life could ever change. But by thinking bigger, having strong faith, and also putting yourself in the environment and around people who have what you would like to have. Now, in that moment, because we moved from my hometown, in that moment, I didn't know anybody that was living the life that I desired because we was new in town. So we had to go in neighborhoods where we didn't know people and just walk around and look at their well manicured lawns, look at the neighborhood. They had beautiful grass, beautiful scenery. Their kids could play. They had the best schools. And we just had to imagine we was there. And eventually, guess what happened? We are here. So I'm challenging you, even if you do not have people that in your life currently that have whatever it is that you would like to desire to have, ones who can encourage you, motivate you, pour knowledge and information in you, don't feel bad. Look for different environments. Drive yourself in those neighborhoods. Go to those schools. Be able to put yourself in that situation. Watch movies and TV shows that show people coming up, like the Jeffersons. They went from the ghetto to living in one of the most prestige apartments and he had like 7 or 13 businesses or something like that. And he came from the ghetto on the show. So put yourself in situations so that you can grow. Number 4, you need to eliminate the word impossible and you need to eliminate the word can't out of your vocabulary. Why? Is because those are, when not used properly, those are negative driven words that can actually harm you in you being able to have what you want. It is a blocker, it is a hindrance to say that's impossible for me. Oh, it can happen for them, but it's impossible. Or I can't. Yes, you can. So let me give you a quote. Many of you know who Les Brown is. So he actually said this quote: "The only limits in life are the ones you make." So let me give you that quote again. The only limits in life are the ones you make. So I do not want you to limit yourself, limit your life. I want you to think bigger. I want you to expand your vision. Now, what particular Bible scripture that can help you to think about thinking big? Matthew 19:26. It says, with God, all things are possible. You notice we should eliminate the word impossible. But in the Bible, it says that it is possible with God, all things is possible. So, what action do I want you to take today? I want you to challenge your mind. I want you to challenge yourself to stretch and expand your vision beyond this current day, this current week, this current month, this current year. I want you to expand your thinking, expand your life to think about all the possibilities, to think about all the wildest dreams that you have for your life, how you want to change, how you want to be better, how you want to have financial security. Because I know you want these things. I know you do. I need you to expand yourself beyond the limits of 1 year. I want you to expand yourself to think how you want your life to be in the next 10 years. In the next 10 years. So what is it that you have to do starting today in order for you in the next 10 years to create the life that you deserve to have? I don't want you to think about what's going on with the government. I don't want you to think about what's going on all around the world. I want you to think about having no boundaries, no impossibilities. Everything is possible. I need you to stretch. I need you to lean into your purpose and your passion. I need you to believe that the impossible is possible with you. And if you've been growing up in a family and it was a lot of things happen, bad things, it's stopping with you. You're going to break that. And you're going to bring your family into a new time where all of this is possible. Don't let past trauma, don't allow past situations stop you from walking into what you deserve to have. God promised us these things, but I'm not going to get to preaching. But read your Bible. You'll see. Hello. Hey, Latrell. I missed you. Happy to see you this morning. Hey, Swag Her Magazine, Swag Her Media. That is our media partners. So make sure to check them out on today on all social media platforms. But you check them out on Facebook because they are on and popping on Facebook, have almost 300,000 people there. So make sure that you check them out. And it's not only my show that is there. We have we're going to be streaming our other podcasters there, as well as they have their own shows and opportunities for you to be a featured guest and get PR, marketing, and all that good stuff to help you out. Yes, create the life you deserve. Many times we don't work on this because we have that sabotaging spirit, not only with other people, but most importantly, we have it with ourselves. So we don't need anybody sabotaging us. We do it to ourselves. And I need you guys to stop that because you deserve the best life ever. You deserve to be in a home that has peace. You deserve to be on a job that you love to be on. You deserve to have a flourishing business. You deserve to have kids that are well rounded and secure. You deserve to be at peace with yourself and to love yourself. So many of us do not love ourselves because of past traumas, what he did, she said, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe it's because the way you grew up. But you have the power within you to change your words to create the life that you deserve to have. And I'm not just saying this because it sounds cute. I'm saying this because I know because I'm living it every day. I know because I'm living it every day. Now, I was not living like this in the past, but I had to learn. I had to learn and I had to work on it over and over to fight against our natural inclination to be negative, to think bad on ourselves, to think down on ourselves. And I'm happy to say that I am so much better at this and creating the environment. So be careful on how you choose your words. So on today, I want you to expand your vision, I want you to join CTR Media Network as a community to watch our content, because our content is created by independent content creators. For those of you who may not know what that means that we have a platform of everyday people doing extraordinary things. Some of these people may live in the neighborhood with you. They're your neighbors. They're your fellow employees at jobs. They work with you at your companies. They go to you at your schools. Their children are in your schools, or grandchildren are in your schools. They are just like you. The only difference is that they decided that they had a mission, a purpose, a mandate on their life, and they will not allow their current circumstances to dictate how they was going to move forward. They decided to have the courage and the bravery to join this network and to share their story so that they can help the people that they're on this earth to help be able to get from point A to point B, be able to walk into their purpose, and be able to learn from the problems that they learn to solve. They're teaching you how to overcome. We have a variety of different channels: self-improvement TV, homeschooling STEM, celebrity, and entertainment television, or entertainment is lifestyle TV, I meant to say. We have AI, we have all different types, just to name off the top of my head. And our content is a blend of entertainment and education. We're teaching you workshops, giving you skills so that you can, if you do not have that positive circle around you, that we can become your positive circle and talk about things that's on your mind. We have different shows that talk about politics and different stuff, the current events, and giving you their thoughts on how they feel as being a person that lives on this planet just like you, how they feel about it. Having these conversations that is sometimes difficult to have, but need to be had so that we can move forward. So download the app today, and you can watch their content for absolutely free. If you are a business owner, entrepreneur, reach out so that you can be a featured guest on their show, or maybe you want to have a commercial, or maybe you want to lay a seed into their show by being a sponsor or giving a donation, or I would say a contribution. Make sure that you subscribe to all their YouTube channels as well as ours. Go on their platforms, meaning their social media, comment, like, follow, subscribe, just like you're doing us, because they really have some fantastic content. They really have some fantastic content. The last thing I want to say before we go is that you're not alone. You may feel like you alone, but you're not alone. You may have been alone for the better part of your life, and you have learned to be strong. You have learned to fight on your own. You have learned that you can't trust anyone because of your past experiences. I'm here to tell you that today you can learn to trust again and have confidence in people, even though some people have let you down. You can grow. You do not have to be strong all the time. You can find people, or you can be in that relationship that you desire to have, where you can actually have confidence and trust the person that's in that relationship with. You will have that what you want. Some people want a relationship, some people don't. Some people want whatever it is, the goal is what I want you to get through your mind today. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you want to have, you can have it. But it starts with the mind. You have to fight against yourself, your own mind, to fight so that you can have your breakthrough. Do not allow your family trauma, your trauma, to stop you from healing and moving forward. Stop replaying what people did to you over and over in your head. Stop looking at what happened to you 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Use those experiences as teachable moments. If you cannot work through these problems by yourself, seek help. There's nothing wrong with you if you have to go seek help to get a professional help you work through your problems, to help you work through the entrapment of your past. The reason why people are, in my opinion, are acting out in ways that are against their character because they're overstressed, they're drained, they're trapped in their past. They're creating and attracting the same negativity because they have not taken the time to work through the mess of their life. Stop living in a beautiful mess. It's time to turn your mess into a beautiful butterfly. You do not have to suffer. And you have everything within you to create the life you want to have. I need you to think bigger. I need you to expand your vision beyond the limits of your current mindset. I need you to expand. I need you to grow. I need you to believe and watch your life overflow with the blessings, the abundance, and the life that you deserve. And now, all of that mess, all of that stuff you had to go through, you can use that pain, turn it into purpose, and go out in the world and help other people. Stop living in a beautiful mess and start turning to a beautiful butterfly and start helping other people get through the chaos and be able to get to the life of healing and what you truly deserve. I don't know who need to hear that today, but that is not what I had a plan to talk about. So whoever that needed to be, whoever needed that to touch their soul, touch their spirit so they can move forward. This whoever needed this confirmation this morning, that is for you. You may have been trying to get out of your current life cycle that's not ideal, and you have been pulled back like quicksand every single time. And now you're feeling defeated, but that's part of the process. You get back up and you keep moving. This show is about you waking up and winning, staying motivated, even in a world that is negative. Even when everything around you is going down, you can still be winning. And you will win. This is the shift. This is your time. You are a successor, not a victim. You are living in victorious, not being a victim. Drop the victim. Yes, that may have happened to you, but that is not you. That is not the story of your life. That's just something that happened, a teachable moment. You learn from it, you're able to overcome, and now you're going to use that to help somebody else. You're going to use that to make you stronger, to be able to identify when you see other people that's dealing with that who have not had the skill, the knowledge of how to work through that mess. You're going to be the person that's going to be able to help them. Why? It's because you're hearing this video today and you need a confirmation. You thought you wasn't enough. How can I help someone? Yes, you have all the tools you need to help another person win because now you're winning. And now your life, everything that you went through was not for just nothing. It was for you to have your life as a testimony. Remember, your story and the things that happened to you, but it wasn't for you. It was for the people that you're here on this earth to help. It's for the people that do not have a way of seeing, being able to get through it. You are here for a purpose. And the reason why you're miserable, because you're not living in your purpose. I challenge you guys with that 10-year vision. Figure out what your purpose is, work in it, grow it, nurture it, build it, and walk in it. You can do it. On that note, you guys, make sure to download the app by going to CTR Media Network today and hit that big red button on the website that says Watch Free TV. Make sure to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. We want to see you in the comments, and we will respond to you because we appreciate everyone who have been supporting the growth of this network. It was God who we planted the seed, and God made it grow. But also with Him making it grow, He brought all of you in to support, comment, like, follow, share, and subscribe. We appreciate every single person who watch and listens to our shows, every single person that laid a seed into our platform, purchased any services or products, became a featured guest on any of our shows, shared your story through our blogs or social media on our platform. We appreciate you and we thank you. This network did not grow by any one person, it grew by the community supporting. And so we realize that and we know that and we thank you. Please continue on sharing about what we do here at CTR Media Network, as well as all of our amazing media partners such as Swag Her, as well as all of our amazing sponsors that are past and present. One day I'm going to write down and share with you guys some of our past sponsors that have sponsored CTR Media Network. And in order to see some of our amazing guests, we have crossed over the threshold on yesterday of having 3,000 videos collectively of all of our different content creators, all of us combined on our network. 3,000 videos just on the network, but 9,000, no, 10,000 videos with all of our stuff. We have a big catalog of content, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We truly appreciate you guys. Uh, and we're so grateful. And you guys are a part of our expanded vision, our 10-year plan to be able to impact 1 billion lives through the power of podcasting, TV, and media. Using media as a way to help you walk into your purpose. We see a lot of negative media. Our goal is to be one of the leading positive networks that is created by independent people just like you. Why? Because we want you to see if they can do it, you can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it too. Why? Is because I am you and you are me. The only difference is that I tapped into my purpose, I'm walking in it, and I'm not allowing anything with God's help to stop me from outworking the purpose and the assignment that He has for me. Okay? That's the only difference. That's the only difference. And that's why we like to work with independent people, because we can help change the narrative more than anybody else. We are the heartbeat of the country. We're the heartbeat of the nation. We drive change. We drive change because we live in, we understand, because we are a part of everything. We see it as it is. And I need you to understand that. Start that TV show, start that podcast, and come on over to CTR Media Network. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. I truly appreciate you. And I'm just so happy to be a part of your journey in any little small way, because I know I did what I was supposed to do. On that note, thank you so much for tuning in. And this has been Wake Up and Win. Go out and make the best day ever for yourself. Talk to you later. Bye.